Welcome back to my channel for a very short Hasselblad episode. You see here in the upper right hand side corner my macro XCD lens 120mm. It's mounted on the X2D Mark II. And you see also here my MacBook is connected in the Phocus app with the camera. So that's all wired up. And a lot of people in comments when I brought my first videos on the Hasselblad X2D Mark II asked, is tethered shooting working and can you shoot multi-shot? And in this video, I will quickly answer to these questions. Let's kick this off. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, support my work. Many thanks for that. So here is my Hasselblad X2D Mark II with the 120mm macro lens. Here you see my MacBook Pro and it's wired up already in the Phocus app. It's the newest version. Firmware on the camera is the newest version. The macro lens is one of the lenses which did not work as hoped on the X2D Mark II, but is a lens I kept because of its excellent macro features. And there in the background, you see some nice flowers, which I intend to shoot quickly just for demonstration purposes here in the studio. I will now leave that filming camera and switch into screen recording on my MacBook in order to show you quickly the workflow and how to access multi-shot. All right, so I think I showed Phocus on MacBook a couple of times on my channel. Is a tethering software from Hasselblad. In the same way is also a post-processing software from Hasselblad, so it has all under one roof. And you see this here on the right hand side, you have 4 tabs. You have capture, you have browse, you have adjust, you have export. And that makes a lot of sense, of course. So I'm here in live view now, and I can focus here wherever I want. I can do this by placing the focus field and then pushing the AFD button, but it actually updates autofocus automatically if I just move this around. Have a look here. I go here on this one, and it focuses where the focus field is sitting. So the autofocus drive button is actually something I don't use very often when I do tethered shooting with Hasselblad cameras. Then I'm here going to the right hand side in terms of parameters. My camera is recognized, Hasselblad X2D Mark II 100C, currently on 96% of battery capacity. I'm in live view here. That's why you see live what's going on the screen. Let's do this once more. Let's go here. Now it's updating focus here. I'm at an aperture of f16. Now the full spectrum of apertures on that 120mm XCD macro lens is that you can stop down as far as f45. This is a little bit crazy, I think. Let's go for something reasonable here, like an f16, and then we do not fear any diffraction. I'm in aperture priority. I can steer this here. I can go to manual, to shutter priority, program full auto, but I want to have aperture priority. And aperture priority currently figures out for an aperture of f16, we need 0.8 seconds of exposure. I'm shooting here at the base or native ISO of the camera, which is an ISO of 50. I'm on single autofocus here, not on manual focusing, despite what I said in my video recently about older XCD lenses. Since I'm here in tethered shooting and have all the time in the world, I'm actually fine to let the camera autofocus the 120mm macro lens. White balance is on auto. And I've also made sure here under exposure, there are a bunch of presets here that I make sure I'm on standard and there is no messing around with the sliders here under exposure. And I'm basically ready to take the shot. So I suggest we move the focus field somewhere here. Then it updates focus and we take a single shot here and see how this plays out. Let's press the soft shutter release button here, the orange one, and listen to the sound. That's it. We should get the image here in a moment. We can crop in to 100% and this is nice, sharp, clean and in focus. I like a lot what I'm seeing here. In order to go back from the preview where I actually check my image into shooting mode, I need to activate live view again here with that play button on the left hand side to the soft shutter release button. And then I'm back in live view. And what I want to do now is I leave the focus field where it is and take the exactly same shot, But I go here now and switch from single to multi. Now, the disappointing fact is that there is only one multi, and that's a 4-shot pixel shift multi-shot. And I explained this in detail in a video some time back on my channel when firmware 4.00 was issued by Hasselblad for the Hasselblad X2D. And whatever you need to know about multi-shooting with this particular camera type, you can look this up in that video. I'll post a link down in the info box. And there is supposed to be another multi-shot mode, which is still not published by Hasselblad. I think a lot of us saw it in a sneak preview from a YouTuber who had somehow a pre-version, an early version of this 6-shot multi-shot, which actually gives you then a higher resolution. And that is still not implemented in the official download of the Phocus app here, and is not yet available for normal human beings like you and me. But we can choose at least a 4-shot multi-shot. As I said, look it up in that video, which I just mentioned, and I explain everything in terms of technical background, what that multi-shot mode is doing. Here is just about trying out whether it works. So we go to multi. Now you will hear 4 shutter releases from the camera. I'll be silent during that time because this is a 4-shot pixel shift multi-shot mode, as explained in my video back then. So listen to the sound. All right, we get another image here on the MacBook, and that takes a while because these 4 frames have to be processed. There's nothing you need to do. Phocus does this all automatically for you, which is super convenient compared to other brands like Fuji, for instance, where you have to process them manually. And then we can look into that and see how this looks like, and it looks brilliant. And what I showed in my video back then is that the 4-shot pixel shift multi-shot really improves to some extent the clarity, the color representation, the cleanness of the image, and it really creates a visibly better image, which I'm not going through again in this particular video here. All right, that's all I wanted to say and show. I hope you liked it. Yes, guys, you asked for it. Multi-shot is working. But the second multi-shot mode we are all waiting for, which gives us a much higher resolution, is still not available on Phocus for Mac. And nevertheless, you can enjoy this one. I think, look at that. The clarity, you know, the detail, the color representation you get here with this multi-shot is just really, really good. If you liked that video, don't forget to drop me your thumbs up. Stay tuned on my channel. There's always more to come. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy. And of course, peace out.